Greetings, universe. Welcome in everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. Hello, Quell. How are you? How are you? So, what are we doing today? Today, we are Today we're gonna keep learning about all sorts of game design stuff. See what players care about in the category of management simulators. We wanna analyze as many games as possible which are going to be kind of similar to my own, to see what players really care about. So, last time we covered TCG Shop Simulator, which is a relatively new game, which was rather recently released in early access on Steam. And today we're going to check out the sort of, let's say, sibling game, which is Supermarket Simulator. Hello, Demon. Welcome in. How are you? Hope you're doing good. This is your suggestion, by the way. You were the one who suggested going through Supermarket Simulator, so that's what we're going to do today. Right. So, I think we can get started. Let's get started, shall we? Okay. What do we have here? We have a couple of reviews right here. In order to make sure that the feedback is kind of relevant, we're taking feedback from the past 6 months to be sure it is relevant for us. Like, it's the most up-to-date stage of the game, that is. I mean, 6 months is also rather quite a large number of months, but I think this is a good enough indicator. I see that Starly is a little bit on the way. Bye, Starly. Sorry, Starly. Okay, let's go. Alright. Let's start with the first one. About Supermarket Simulator. Oh, and by the way, last time we tried to put the remarks and the feedback into like different categories to see what players care about the most. So for example, let me pull off the TCG card shop reviews from last time. So last time we saw that people mostly cared about the game loop being too repetitive, and then they said that balancing is a little bit unfair and it forces a grind. Then there was a the top third comment about TCG was it's an assets flip game. Like, people really don't like how the assets look very generic and kind of boring. And also, people really did not like the fact that A art was used in the game with zero transparency about it. And honestly, it looks like Supermarket Simulator has the same issue. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but this capsule looks AI generated as well. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We will see. Okay, let's see what Nanospeed has to say about Supermarket Simulator. Okay. This person played for 16 hours. Oh. Hello, Green. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Hope you're doing good. So, to sum up the most critical points from last time, the game loop was too repetitive, it felt very grindy, and the assets felt very dull, and the AR art was not cool. So that was for TCG, and now we are checking out Supermarket Simulator. I'm not sure. As far as I remember, this is by the same. Is this by the same developer as TCG? I think yes. Okay. Let's check it out. This game has big potential, but right now I cannot recommend it. In my opinion, it is very close to being recommended though. It means that it's almost a good score. It's just that Steam has a binary system, so I guess it's somewhere in the middle. Okay, the good part. Okay, this game is, if I remember correct, it's overwhelmingly positive, which means obviously there are a lot of good stuff about the game, but what we are interested in is to see what people care enough to write a negative review about the game. This is what we're after, to see what kind of mistakes to avoid in the bunny game that we're making. By the way, I'm going to drop the name of the game. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed before. I don't know if you did. But in the Git repository, like the Git repository for the bunny game, the name is Lunarium. So if you guys ever noticed, that's the name of the bunny game. Lunarium. Yeah. Green says, doing good. I think I was on and off doing art for 5 hours. Worked on parts of my new banner for next year. A new banner? Eh? Do you mean like a banner for social media? Or what do you mean? Green says, I hope the list is going well. Eh? Yeah. Okay, so let's see about the good part. I don't really know what it is that kept me going to store level 27. It does scratch some kind of itch that is hard to explain. It's satisfying when you see a customer put 6 bags of dishwasher tablets on the conveyor belt. Beep, beep, beep. Sorting the coins, giving change, closing the register. That's fun for a few hours. Okay, so this is just, I mean, we obviously know that the game is good because it has so many positive reviews. So we know that this game is successful in its game loop, making sure it's bringing in the good chemical levels. We know about that. What we care about is the ugly, to know what to avoid. At this point, I see a little point in progressing any further. Oh wait, there's the bad. Sorry, I missed. The restalkers are doing a mighty fine job now. That's a big help. However, in order to keep track of your stock, you have to constantly be walking up and down the store and storage room. Remember where products are placed and trying to memorize that when you walk up to the computer to order stuff. Okay, so this means that this person doesn't like keeping a lot of stuff in memory. Like, there's a lot of context to store in your memory at each and every moment. That's what it seems that it bothers them. Ideally, this would all be visible in one screen on the computer. When a rack is empty, the restalkers will put any product in its place, making you lose track what is where. So they don't like tracking things. I guess that makes sense. I will create a new point for that, which we will call keep too many things in memory. Keep too many things in memory. Green says, yeah, I'm planning to rebrand around next year, having an Artsona OC. Ooh! Like a VTuber kind of thing. Oh, Green, good luck. That sounds awesome. Are you going to have some sort of theme around your branding, I wonder? I'm just curious. Sounds awesome. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Demon says they fixed that. There's a scanner now that keeps track for you. Oh, that's great. Well, it means that the developer really cares about the feedback that they get. That's good. That's good, that's good. Thank you, Demon. I mean, I'm curious, was it annoying for you when you played? Or was it something that you were feeling like it's okay to have? I'm curious. Demon says, yeah, it's good to see they can work with the community. Exactly. This is what early access is for, I think. It's for developing the game with the community, which really cares about the game itself and about its development. So they're willing to share feedback and be part of the development cycle. So I do think this was pretty cool. Demon says, I was writing it down in a notepad, which was tedious. Oh my goodness! You were willing to actually write down these things outside of the game. Oh my. Ah. I wonder if there are people who might enjoy this kind of thing, where they need to actually use physical tools outside of the game in order to play. I do wonder if there are some people who like that. I'm just curious about this. Green says, yeah, my OC is gonna be a little ghost dude and a little orb companion. That's so cute. They will be somewhat cute and spooky. We'll be also making templates canvas for social media use, so I don't have to format every piece that I plan to post. Oh, that's an awesome idea, because then you can just look at your post and be like, oh, bam, this is green, without thinking about it so much. Good luck with that. I think it's going to turn out really cute. I mean, a ghost with an orb, that sounds adorable. Sounds adorable. If you have any work in progress stuff, please share. I'm very curious about that. Demon says, don't forget, it's my real life job too, so I'm used to keeping count on paper. Oh yeah, so at work, you do keep things on paper as well? I'm just curious. Because I'm not really familiar with this. So please educate me about this. But wouldn't it be easier to store this information on some tablet or on some computer instead of using paper? I'm just curious. I really don't know how it works, so that's why I'm asking. Demon says, yeah, we keep track on computer on paper, and then outside company comes and counts too. Oh, fascinating. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I see. Cool. That's cool. Triple count to make sure it's all correct. Oh, wow. That's very, very tidy and neat and strict. That's I have to say I have a lot of respect to that, because it's like very, very strict and super important to be very I'm out of words, but like you really have to be very organized and strict about everything. That's really hard, I bet. That's cool. I mean, good job. This must be really tricky. Green says, hell yeah, that's the idea. I'll post the work in progress in the server in a bit. I've suddenly gotten a lot of commissions this year, and that made me realize I can start doing things with art, and having some branding will help myself there better. Oh yeah. I would also like to start getting commissions. I'm just really clueless about this whole world of I don't know how, where do you even write that you take commissions, you know? And like, how do people choose you for a commission? Like, I have zero idea about all of that. Like, I really have no idea. I want to start, but I just don't know how and where. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Let's move on with the... Oh, wait. Demon says, I get 3 nights off a week. I do 4 10-hour shifts, but I get plenty of rest, and now my new favorite thing to do is having time to watch SpaceC. I'm so flattered. Thank you. It's good to hear that you're able to rest enough in between work. Alright, let's continue reading the comment. This comment. This is still the first one. This is still the first one. Okay. Me ugly. At this point, I see a little point in progressing any further. I won't unlock anything new that makes things more fun, only more complicated. Expanding the storing products would only give more headaches. Trying to keep stock up to date. Okay. So, it doesn't seem like making the game more complicated will make it more fun. So progressing in the game will feel more unfair in balance, I would say. Even though it's a little bit different because it will just make things more complicated. I will still put it in the grind category. Like, the game loop feels like a chore if you make it more complicated. That's where I would put this. Without an increase of fun, anyway, the atmosphere is very dead. It gives off a liminal space vibe, which is fun for a few hours, but then you're like, what am I doing here? This is a little feedback from the robotic customers, even less from your cashier or restocks. Okay, so the NPCs are lifeless. I will write that down. NPCs are lifeless. Like, nobody wrote out about TCG because I guess they feel more human and lively because they're playing and they're looking at the store. So I think the theme of trading cards really makes the NPCs more human and makes them shine a little bit better. So that's an interesting way to turn it around, you know? Like this comment about the lifeless NPCs. You can simply fix that by changing the theme of your game into something more interesting, like TCG. What I'd like to see: social interactions, questions from customers, adapted behavior of customers in relation to prices. Okay, so this person wants more smarter, more sophisticated NPCs. Yeah, I get it. These are interesting suggestions. The ambience should be part of as well, with plants on proper lighting to increase customer satisfaction. You could have an option to become a low price store with little ambience, still drawing customers to the low prices. Or you can make it fancy and jack up the prices just to see, okay, so this person really wants customization. Visual customization, but also in gameplay. I would say that this person really wants more customization options for the gameplay and for the other stuff, like for the visual part as well. Right now, there is also no competition, no insight in how your prices affect overall turnover or profit. Okay. So also, at this point, is more restocking cashier simulator. Could be much more. The core gameplay needs to be more fun. Okay. I think we got out of this a lot of info. Demon says, yeah, so this complaint is a piggyback to the other unlocking more items makes more items to keep memory for. So understandable from this person. Yeah. I also like how this person was very respectful in the review, which will get a better interaction with the developer. And I see 3 or 4 things that have been changed since. Yeah. No worries, Clone. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, this was a very constructive criticism. I wish everyone would write those kind of reviews. Very respectful. Oh, Qualm is also streaming, okay. Qualm, good luck. Okay, let's see about this review here. Game would have been better with an MS Paint background instead of the current AI art. Pay real artists, it's better for everyone. Woo! So many people found this one helpful. Okay. This guy has a comment about AI art. Yep. Alright. Uses AI images. Pay your human artists. Another one about AI art. Ooh. Yeah. Oh wow, this guy played for quite a while. Let's see what this person has to say about the game. So, when this person wrote this review, they have been on 40 hours of gameplay, but they played much more ever since. Interesting what they have to say. So, I've played 41 hours and I'm at level 40. And you're probably wondering, how on earth can I sink that much time into a game at such a reasonable price and not recommend it? And the answer is because it became a time sink long before level 40. I would really prefer to play this type of game without mods, so I haven't played the game without. There are still too many little irritations to add up right now. Demon, are you familiar with the phrase time sink? I'm curious about the meaning of this word, of this phrase, time sink. Like, it doesn't mean that it's just a way to spend time without real value out of it. But does it mean literally doing nothing? Can we assume that this person has automated everything about the shop? About running the supermarket? Or does it mean that this person does everything in the shop and it just feels meaningless? That's something I'm not quite sure about. Maybe... Oh, I see. So they wasted a lot of time with no real progress. Okay. It's a grind complaint. I would say so as well. Yeah. We're adding a point to the grind complaint. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. Lack of snap to grind, making shelving very hard to place. Oh, snap to grid. Whoops. Snap to grid. I would say this is a user experience kind of complaint. Complaint 1 is so true. TCG has this snap to grid, but Supermarket doesn't. Oh, I remember that you mentioned something like this last time. That you really liked it. On TCG. Okay, because you think the same, I'm also putting your count for this as well. So this is, I would say this is bad quality of life or bad UI. Snappy is important. Second one is slow employees with no opportunity to train them for higher speeds. Okay, so I would say automation options are too slow. And also the AI NPC is not very intelligent. Restocking sucks. The game loop is too repetitive, I would say. That's what it means. Demon says complaint too was very true, but last week update gave you the option to give them turbo. I imagine like you give them a rocket or something behind their back and then they're like and then they become fast at what they're doing. I might be wrong. Okay. You click on them and it pays them extra money to make them faster. Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting. We give them a raise and then they work faster. But shouldn't it work in the opposite way? Like first you work faster and then you get a raise for good work? Yes, like a little firework. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Let's see how they carry on with their comments. You are the only person who can order. You cannot order after 9 p.m. You can only order 10 items at a time. You can only carry one box at a time. And each box has to be thrown into the garbage can one at a time. Okay, so this person really doesn't like the game loop. It feels repetitive and very grindy. Okay, we already said that this is grindy. Demon says it's 50 items now and ordering, but yes, the 10 at a time was annoying. Okay, so it feels very grindy and the game loop feels like a chore. Yeah, I know, right? $100 is impressive for sure. Tiny icons. If I'm trying to read the label on the upper shelf, I can't see the image. It's too small. Okay, so this is also a UI, UX, UI kind of comment, I would say. There is no lock function for shelves assignments if you misclick. Ugh, that must be horrible. No ability to move stock without boxes. Ugh. Inventory management. Oh my god. They will pull random boxes and half fill a shelf and put the box back. Then pick a different box next time. No idea why, but it sure does throw off how many boxes I can order. Oh my. Despite the above, I have played 40 hours. This is an excellent start, but it just needs more polish so the progression doesn't turn into a game of stock clerk simulator. I see. Demon says it does make me laugh when the review says game is a chore. Well, you're playing a sim of a job. Yeah, you know, right? But I guess they want the job simulator to be fun. I can understand that, but you are right. Phew! That was a lengthy one. Ugh. People have really strong opinions, I see. Okay, let's see about this one. Ugh. So this person also played quite a bit of hours. Quite a few hours. Let's see what this person has to say. This is from August though. It means that it's been a while ever since. Which probably means that the game did get better since then. Yeah. They're all a little bit slightly updated. But they're still from like the past 6 months. Oh well. It's fine. We're just curious about what people care about enough to write a review about. And mind you, these reviews are very opinionated. Demon says it's good to see the progress the game has made since the reviews though. Yeah! It's really awesome to see how the developer cares about what players say. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Okay, let's go. I really did want to give this game a good review, but I just can't. There are too many problems. Some are game breaking. Let's start with a good. Oh yeah, I definitely need some tea and honey. Pixel tea and pixel honey. The gameplay is good fun. I did have a good time about 40% of the time. However, there are some serious problems with this game, keeping it from being playable. I did quite like upgrading and expanding my star. It was a ton of fun to reflect on how it has come, but there are too many negatives for this to get a good review. Restocking takes so long, and it's not enjoyable after a few hours, which means for a couple of hours it is enjoyable, but then it gets repetitive. That's what I'm taking from it. The restockers can help a little, but they are so incredibly slow. Buying items. There is no in-game indication of what items you are low on besides just looking at those shelves. This is a quality of life kind of thing. The more items you have to keep track of, and worst of all, there is this stupid cap that doesn't let you buy more than 10 items. That you say it's 50 now. This doesn't sound so bad, but in the end game you can buy up to 80 items at a time. Items. All the store items come in boxes that help you restock everything. The only issue is, these boxes are so frustrating to work with. They only carry upwards to 16 items when you can easily work with 100 items at a time. This makes you just go back and forth to restock shelves. Very repetitive. Feels like a chore. But maybe some people will feel like this repetitiveness is kind of relaxing. Don't you think? Like maybe there are some people who will find it very soothing. So it really depends. This makes you just go back and forth. Animation and aesthetics. Honestly, this is a personal thing. Character models are not awful or bad. It's just they seem really low resolution. Okay, so this is about assets flip game. Bugs. This game is filled with so many bugs. Okay. Bankruptcy. Ooh. This is by far the worst one. It actually made me write this review in the first place. I had a high-level store that was performing very well until one night I had negative $100. This was fine, I thought. I had a ton of items and could easily make $1,000 the next day, but apparently if you end the day with a negative amount of money, it will instantly bankrupt you. Oh no! And then it automatically deletes your entire save and makes you start from the very beginning. Oh my goodness! There was no indication that would happen. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This must feel so bad, especially if you get no warning about this. Unexpected game over. I will write. Unexpected game over condition. Oh no. This person lost so much progress. That's so sad. There are a lot of other issues in this game that don't deserve their own section, so I'm just gonna list them here. Lack of store interaction. Only one save file. Okay, so the saving system is lacking. Okay, yeah. Useless city. Ugly store location. Random price changes that don't really change anything. Incredibly slow workers. So many complaints. Automations are too slow, I suppose. This does all sound pretty bad, but I actually had an okay time playing this. It just could have been so much more. Okay. Well, that was insightful. Demon says, can tell this person has never worked a job. Well, I don't think you can judge this person too much because when you play a game, you expect to have fun. You don't expect to be bored and feel like you're working while playing. Demon says, that's not a game issue, that's a player issue. That happens when you don't pay your bills, so the game pays the bills for you after you're past due, and it can leave you in negative. Oh, I see. I see. I wonder if this is clear enough in the game itself, like that this is a losing condition, or do you have to find out about this all by yourself? Like, this was a very strict losing condition. Like, it can be bad. Demon says, well, they said the box only has 16 items in it. How big they think the boxes are in real life? I don't know. Okay, so we need to strike a balance here between realism and fun, I guess. Demon says it doesn't warn you that it can happen, but it does give you a countdown on when bills are due. Okay. Well, I do think though that the losing condition has to be very clear. Or at the very least, allow people to save their progress and then maybe restart from that saving point. Instead of losing everything they worked for. That can be so harsh, especially if you put so much effort into your shop, into your store, and then you're just losing everything just like that. This can be very devastating. Like, you put so much time into it, and then boom, it's gone. Like, at the very least, go back to some certain saving point. Green says, I thought this was the one game where there is multiplayer. I was confused why everyone was playing solo. Is there a multiplayer supermarket simulator? Huh? Fun game. Rep AI image use. Yay. So they don't like AI art. Okay. The game is okay, but the AI art on the covers is absolutely nasty. Either commission an artist or just use an in-game screenshot. Yep, another AI comment. The game itself is actually really fun and addicting, but the use of AI art as promotional material is very disappointing. The game is clearly successful, hire an actual artist. So many comments about AI. Okay, I appreciate this game for what it is, a numbers go up game. Ooh. So, it's like people like the big numbers on the screen. Ooh, serotonin for the big numbers. Ooh, beep, boop, boop. Good chemicals, good big numbers. I wonder if this is right. Is this how it makes you feel when you play this type of game? Like, do you like the big numbers when they go boop, 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 boop? The models are generic marketplace models. But the game is cheap and the models have a chance to be replaced in the future. Dev seems to be updating relatively consistently, and that's good. I don't know what engagement is like in their Discord, so I don't really look into that. Okay, so this person doesn't like that it's an asset flip. However, I am giving the game negative review strictly due to the promotion art and its Steam page. It's AI generated. Another comment about AI. Hey. If the dev does this, I would honestly prefer just screenshots of gameplay. And drawn stick figures are higher forms of an art than AI. Okay. Let's see. TLDR, it's extremely basic. The updates are slow coming, given how they don't seem to add much to the game. There is no challenge after you figure out a few basic things. There are tons of bugs, visual and game breaking. It has potential to be awesome. No challenge. Every day is exactly the same. Okay, so the gameplay is repetitive. This was the big one for me. There are no thieves. Hey Senko, welcome in. How are you? We're now going through reviews of Supermarket Simulator. Currently, the biggest complaint here is about AI art. Oh, I'm tired. どうして? I'm doing good, thank you, Senko. You know, it's kind of encouraging to see that players care about usage of AI. Like, it's nice that people see it as a cheap kind of way to make a game. Like, I don't know, in one way it feels really nice because this makes me think that maybe there is like I don't know, hope for humans. I don't know. Ooh, Senko cookies. That's awesome. Cookies. Cookies. That's cool. How did they turn out? Do you like them? Do you like them? Boop boop. Yeah, I'm using the podcast microphone for this one. And you know, and just to make the screen a little bit more interesting because it's like full of text. That's why. That's awesome, Senko. Senko, thank you. I am definitely losing my voice a little bit faster than usual because all I do is talk with no breaks. Usually on my other streams it's a little bit easier because I don't talk literally for 2 hours straight. Ugh. So please excuse me. You know, maybe I will get used to it sometime. This is my small break from talking. But let's get to it. I think the bid algorithm pop-up on the left is so cute. I hope you guys also think it's cute. Took me quite a while to make it. Back when I created it. It was one of the very first assets I created for my streams, really. Senko says, like, let's say you could take a 5-10 minute break to stretch, walk in the room, and drink something. Plus, if needed to go to the toilet. That's a good idea. But maybe it's just a muscle that I need to wake up. So we will give it a try. Demon says also that, or get some hard Guinness to keep throat hydrated as well. That's also a good idea. But honestly, I just probably need something warm to drink. I will take that as a note for next time. Create some pixel tea for myself. I will create some pixel tea for myself for next time. And maybe I will put it right here beside me. Okay, let's carry on reading. You can take out ultra low interest rate loans from a bank every day. It's exactly the same. Okay, so we did say that the game loop is way too repetitive. Very low content. Just making everything bigger or adding more products is not much of a challenge. There is no technology or advancement tree. So this person would help for lacking for like customization in gameplay. Okay. There are like 3 lane challenges to reach on Steam. So it's like a quest system. There are no shopping carts. There is 1 light to choose from. The stalkers and cashiers you can hire are clones who look exactly the same. So there is no variety in the assets. There is no leveling up your staff so they do their jobs better. Which means that the AI is not very intelligent, let's say. There is nothing to add but foods, drinks, and cleaning supplies. There is no kids' toy section, no butcher, no customer service, no seasonal section, no order in which you should place stuff to improve workflow. Okay, so yeah, this person really lacks variety in gameplay, like to choose how to play, and also there is not enough variety in assets, and also yeah, they just really want variety in assets and in gameplay. Oh, this is also a complaint about the saving system. Which, as far as I understand, this was fixed for TCG, right? The saving system is much better now in TCG. So maybe here as well, because this is from July. Competition. This is a good idea, but the developer is not progressing fast enough. They're sitting on a gold mine picking their nose when they could hire staff and bring this game closer to completion. Ah, sometimes it's really hard to manage a team. It means that you write less code and are less involved in the design process. So it's not always easy or the perfect choice to hire more staff, because then you do less of what you like doing. So at least this part I disagree with. We already see people making this kind of game and releasing it on consoles and mobile platforms. We'll probably speed right past the original, given the pace of this developer. I'm not here to promote crunch time or some other corporate slop. I'm just saying keep the work environment chill, relax, and have fun. But have more people working on it. Nah, not sure about the last part. I don't know. Demon says, my monthly snack box came today. Ooh, which one is it? It's a supermarket, not a Walmart. No perishables, there's frozen food and cooler food. Maybe in July this was not the case. The whole bottom of this review, he makes it sound like he wants it to be Chicago. What do you mean? I'm not sure what it means. No, the cold food is there from the start. Oh. Okay. Very weird comment then. Very weird. Okay. The part where he's talking about criminals and police and stuff. Oh, yeah. I guess this person just wants variety in things that happen every day. Like, probably they want different events happening every day, which will be different. I guess that's what it is about. I'm guessing. Demon says, and I get snack create this month is from South Korea. Ooh. I wonder if these are any fun. Like, there are some services that bring you snacks from either South Korea or like Japan. I'm curious about those. Are they any good? Okay, let's see. Game hasn't come out with any update in like 3 months. Very boring. I don't work on. Okay, this is irrelevant. Extreme motion sickness. Huh? Just like TCG, TCG also had motion sickness issue. For TCG, 3 people said that they had motion sickness. Let's see about this one. From November, so it's relatively new. At first few hours, it's fun and soothing to own your store and be a cashier. Didn't expect how fun it is to work an unpaid cashier job after my day job. However, there isn't enough experience aspect like gas station simulator, no management aspect like King of Retail. You can't plan or hire people because it's controlled mostly by your experience level, which is also a slow grind. So this is a comment about grind so far. Yeah, this is a great comment so far. Once you get more than 16 items, it's just a nightmare of inventory micromanagement. The warehouse work is slow and you can't hire more people because of the gatekeeping. Okay, this is a comment about automation and options are too slow. And also, this is about keeping too many things in memory as well. I wish it will get good because I want an interactive sim version of King of Retail or a management automation version of Gas Station Simulator. It has the potential, but it got a long way to go. They give you an option for mouse sensitivity. Okay, that can be very helpful. No problem, Green. Thank you for stopping by. So this person says, until the AI and shelf stocking gets improved, it's hard to recommend. So it means that the AI is not very great. Once you have a shelf stocker hired, they will make reorganizing shelves impossible as they will constantly fill the shelf you just emptied. Take boxes that you need and stand around with them because they can't find space. Oh my. It's got the bones of a chill and satisfying management simulator, but there's too many rough edges to be worth more than a short video for a YouTube channel for now. Okay, so the game loop is too repetitive. Automation options. Game loop feels like a chore. There's not enough customization in gameplay, I would say, as well. Next one is fun for the first 5 hours, but it turns into a restocking nightmare after that. It takes half an hour to restock 80 items and less than 5 minutes for customers to pick most of it down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is another complaint about the AI being not very intelligent. And also, game loop is kind of grindy, and the automation is too slow. And also, yeah. Honestly, the focus of this game complaints is very different than TCG, so that's really interesting. I would almost expect these games to be kind of the same, but the comments are very different. As fun as this game may be at times, I can't recommend it until the AI imagery is removed. Okay, so this is a comment about AI. There are so many comments about AI in this one. The game is genuinely fun, but every time I go to start up the game, I have to stare directly into an image that reminds me of how easily discarded artists are. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth for sure. Honestly, it's a good game, but I can't leave a positive review until they add the ability to have multiple save files. That should have been no-brainer from the start. Okay, so multiple savings. Definitely quite a few people already mentioned it before. Where is it? Where is the comment about that? Look, oh, there it is. Already 3 people mentioned the saving system being a bit not great. Next one. Demon says, I only had one complaint of this game and they fixed it 2 updates ago. Which one was it? I mean, you already... Wait, you do have a complaint about lack of snappy grid. You don't care about it enough, I guess? They flat out made millions of dollars and ran 0 updates or communication in months. When I said something about it in one forum, I got banned. Oh my. Which I expected, of course. You are not allowed to criticize thieves. That's a hate crime. Oh my. I really enjoyed this game, but I will not play until there are new updates, which I think it's time. Since the last one was on April 1st, and it's been over 2 months. People on Steam expect updates like every month or something. Is that a realistic expectation to have an update once a month or so? Once a month is really... It's like... You can push bug fixes and very, very small features if you update your game like once a month. But you will not have room for significant features. Early access games have it hard, I feel like. There are still a lot of bugs and glitches that have to be fixed. Every single time I move stuff from one shelf to another, the restocker or some clients get stuck trying to buy the item that was previously there. Okay, this is a bug. This is a bug issue. I'm not going to talk about bug issues. I'm only going to discuss game design issues. I cannot tell how much this bothers me, and I've seen lots of people complaining about the same problem. Why aren't the restockers able to pick up the boxes? Okay, so this is a complaint about AI not being very intelligent and the game feeling like a chore, and that the automation options are too slow. Unfortunately, I cannot give this game a positive review, at least for now, until the developers finally decide to do something about it. Unless, of course, you want to spend 13 euros just to have fun for a couple of hours. Okay. Demon says, I wouldn't say the snappy grid is a complaint, just more of an inconvenience. The one gripe I had is it wasn't controller compatible. So key binding is really important, right, Demon? Like, if I ever choose to make a an early access, then I have to have the like controller compatibility and the key binding out of the box. That's right. Sengazus, they do. Demon says they just don't understand how much work it takes for a simple update. Oh yeah. Yes, and my voice is kind of dying. I'm just not used to talking so much all at once, because all I'm doing here is reading comments and then discussing them. When I do my drawings and when I do my coding, I have some moments of silence in between, which I am kind of missing right now. The voice is dying. I'm kidding. It's a joke. But still. Dead. Dead. This was voice acting. I'm not really dead. Demon says, that's not the correct complaint. These stalkers do pick up the boxes. You can click on them to tell them not to. So he clearly did that and forgot he did. Okay, I see. Senko. Okay, let's see. Aww. T, so cute. That's adorable. Thank you for the tea. Very pixel tea. Oh, adorable. Thank you so much. It's for me. It's for me. Oh, Green. I see the banner that you're working on. That's so cool. Especially cool because you were able to secure the same name across platforms. I know this is not the point, but that's good. That's good. I think your ghost avatar is very, very cute. I love it. And I love the G on the hat of your avatar. Very cute. Okay, let's see what the next person says. Oh, wait. Sunko says, my first time trying pixel art. I think it went well. You can definitely post it in the art channel. Green says, oh, thanks. Yeah, green is very unique, so I'm planning to stick with that. Yeah! It's like, I'm talking from my experience, it's really hard to secure the same name for all social media. Ugh. It's a nightmare. So, good job coming up with a unique name where you can be the same thing everywhere. Nice. Okay, moving on to the next comment. Oh wait, I think we have read this one. Yes, we did. Moving on. The game has a solid beginning. Unfortunately, the devs took the money and ran. Demon, it's weird. I'm asking you because you're the one who played it. some comments here say that the developers just ran away with the money, and other comments here say that the developer makes a lot of updates that take into consideration the comments. So it's really confusing, like what's true here. I literally can't progress in the game because every day 60-70% of my customers are getting stuck in the shelves. Ugh. This is bad AI. A bad AI complaint for sure. I appreciate all the updates, but the stalkers still get broken. They just stand in front of the shelves and do nothing. Again, AI is not very intelligent. It's a restock simulator rather than a supermarket. This is kind of similar to how TCG is all about restocks. Demon says, so looking back at the patches, there were 0 updates between April and August. So that would be correct from this comment in June. Oh, I see. Okay, so it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. That's okay. Ooh, wait. If I remember correct, there is like a really cool game that people like about managing a sticker shop where you can create your own stickers. Maybe we should review that one next. Are you guys familiar with what I'm talking about? I don't remember the name, but I do remember that it was very well received. So maybe that's also a good one to check. Did they like it? What's the name of that game? Maybe we should check out after Stardew Valley. Green says, fun fact, the symbols you see under the name in my banner is an ancient rating system my country used before we got colonized by the Spanish. Oh. Hey. Wait. Let me take a look again. I don't remember what type of... Was this like the type of writing you guys had before Spain? That's so interesting looking. It looks so magical. Looks very magical. What is the name of this symbol system? If that's okay to ask. Demon says, I'm scrolling back in her Discord to find the name. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Meanwhile, let's read the review. I've played this game sometime after release, before any updates. It was fun at first, but quickly became boring and repetitive. I decided to wait for updates, and here we are. Though a lot of customization and store upgrades were added, it's all pointless because NPC's buying system is the same. This is a complaint about AI. The main reason I stopped playing the game was buying system. NPC take 3 copies of the same item, no matter its category. They take 3 pieces of household chemicals, as well as dairy products. This brings you to constant restock all the time. In the end of the day, the warehouse is empty and you have a bunch of unsatisfied customers who couldn't find goods. And next day, all the money goes for restock. It makes it impossible to save money for store update. If you have saved money, you run out of stock. If you buy goods, you cannot afford updates. It would be much better if the devs balance items category demand. So I would say unfair balancing feels too repetitive a little bit, and balancing is not sophisticated enough. And the game loop does feel a little bit like a toy. I would say these are the main complaints of this one. Demon says it's called Sticky Business. Ah, that's such a cute name. I love this name. Yeah, okay, so I think we will take a look at Sticky Business next time after Stardew Valley. Would you guys be interested in that? I think it's a good kind of game to look into for negative comments. Green says, yeah, and then we had to use the Latin alphabet the Spanish introduced. It's called Baby-in. Am I pronouncing it correct? Baby-in. Ah, the letters are so interesting. It seems kind of similar to how Japanese hiragana and katakana work, where each symbol is a sound rather than like it's more of a sound rather than a letter and then a, I, E, O, U afterwards. So it's kind of similar to Japanese in that regard. That's interesting. It looks really cool. Bye-bye-in. Yeah, not baby-in. Bye-bye-in. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool name. Thunder. Eh? What do you mean is that thunder? Okay, next one. Demon says sounded like a thunderstorm. Might be from the song. Okay, so I'm using lo-fi session for the ambient sound in the background, and I do have the cozy fireplace up and the rumbling thunders up. So yeah, I don't think you're mistaken. I can also add rain. I don't want rain right now though. Thunder is enough. Same. They sound really cool. So yeah, we have fire sounds and thunder sounds in the background. Demon says, I went to college to study to be a weatherman. Hey, what do you study there? I can't even imagine. What do you study for that? Okay, maybe we should add a little bit of rain sound to accommodate the thunders. There, it's just a little bit. Just a little bit of rain sound. Okay, next one. Clearly early access, and there's been a lot of discussions within the game forums about possibly developing core gameplay elements like stalkers can break easily. Sometimes there are fixable issues. Okay, this is a bug. No soundtrack of any kind. Ugh. Okay. This person actually cares about the soundtrack. How nice. No. Sound. Track. Clearly made by a company that does not live or visited mainstream modern US. This is not a supermarket sim. This is a small corner store sim at best. Additional proof is the way the currency and POS system work. 50-cent pieces are present. And I cannot remember the last time I've seen one of those being used. This is a little bit nitpicky. Like, why do you have to do something that will be based on a US supermarket? Maybe it's based on some other country supermarket. You don't have to simulate the US supermarket for it to be called a supermarket. No explanation of how the game functions. Upgrading the size will automatically increase sales by volume, but not customer count. Okay, so this person is complains about a size limit for the 40 customers, which means unclear info that you need to Google. No incentive to buy additional license for new foods. You can max out your store with just one license. Okay, so this is lacking variety in gameplay. Lacking variety in gameplay. That's what it means. Profit is not accurate for actual groceries. Game seems to think 30% net profit is common. Game is obviously very, very early in development. I mean, that's what you do for early access. This game plays like it was developed by people living in Russia or Turkey. What? What is this comment? What do you mean this game plays like it was developed by people living in Russia or Turkey? Like, what's the problem with that? What does it even mean? That sounds so strange. What is this comment? Prices on storage expansions and store expansions are either not balanced well or made so do they make the game more grindy. Okay, so this is a comment about grind. Game feeling grindy. TLDR, if you see this game for sale for 5 to 8, it's probably worth it. If you aren't super picky, then 10 might be fine. It's a bit of a tall order for the current state of the game, but it still might be fun for people. This game needs a lot of work. I mean, it's a work in progress. It's an early access. That makes sense to me. Demon says, learn how to read the weather maps and predict weather. Yeah, you know how to predict weather? That's interesting. Oh, I was more interested in thunderstorms and tornadoes. I mean, these are the type of stuff that you better not predict, right? Like, I mean, it's probably cool to predict them, but maybe also not so cool to predict them. You know what I mean? Green says rain noises are calming. Yeah. Do you like the background noise right now? I tried to customize it a little bit differently. Demon says, you have to buy speakers to have music in the store. Oh. So it's like an option, an in-game option, I see. Demon says, that's wrong too. You can get up to 90 customers after the upgrades. Okay, so this comment is from July. Maybe they didn't know about this like until then, I guess. Demon says racism, that's what it is. Yeah, it does feel like that. This person is very US focused, and honestly, it feels like this person is a little bit entitled for things to be very US based. Like, some of this person's complaint were, oh, this is not like in the US. And it's like, hey? You see, this person says it doesn't look like a supermarket from the US. It means that the game is bad. Like, maybe it's from another country. So why does this person feel like the supermarket has to be US based, you know? Like, what's going on? You see, in this line, this person says, clearly made by a company that does not live or visited mainstream modern US. So what? So what? Maybe it's not supposed to be like a US one. You know? You know what I mean? This is a weird comment. This game is great, mindless fun, and is great for anyone who enjoys repetitive tasks types of games. I will recommend this game once they get rid of the AI art and pay real artists. This is really incredible how many people care about this. I have faith in humanity. Demon says there's a way to check the person's profile. I guarantee they live in the middle of nowhere, like Nebraska. Big cities have many shops like this game. Ah. I mean, I guess. Let's see about the next one. Do not play if you are susceptible to motion sickness. Hey. Another comment about motion sickness. It means that even though you can kind of update this part, it looks like it's not very common for people to find these options to be adjusted, like the motion sickness part. I want to start off by saying I love this game. However, even with the field of view slider, frame rate, and then mouse setting adjusted, I am incapable of playing this game for more than 20 minutes at a time without developing severe motion sickness. Which sucks, because I want more than anything to be able to play this game for hours at a time. So this person did find the slider. I'm aware the game is in early access and still being developed, so I'm hoping down the road the devs will be able to do more to make this game more accessible. You read a few posts in the discussion forum because there are many people who don't usually experience motion sickness while playing FPS games, who seem to develop motion sickness playing Supermarket Simulator. But I really don't recommend this game if you're susceptible for motion sickness. I see. Yeah, it was repeated in TCG as well, actually. Let's see. I have had so much fun playing this game, but I'm about ready to quit it for good. This person played this game for 40 hours. The restalkers you can hire are completely broken and glitch out in the storage area constantly. You can't run the store at later levels without them, but all they do is break. So the restalkers are like machines, or are they NPCs? I'm curious. I ran a huge store and it's miserable because there are so many game-breaking bugs. It's an NPC, okay. And they always break? So is it like a person that breaks? There are so many comments about the NPCs being not smart enough. Demon, do you feel the same? Demon says, yeah, if the shelves are too close together, they get stuck between. Oh my. This is bad. I have no issue with the stalkers. You can give them direct orders. I see. The game has a decent premise, but doesn't scale well. There's no incentive to expand product selection, as better products do not increase your store level faster. They only serve to bog you down in ordering pricing. Okay. So this is about a weird grind, and it feels like a chore that doesn't give you much interest. And also, balancing is not sophisticated enough. And too many things to keep in memory. Oh my. Demon says you can tell them to start outside while you're reorganizing the inside. But how clear is it? I don't know. Like, do you need to really look out for this option to use it? Or is it, like, is it clear enough that this is an option even? I don't know. Maybe some people are too lazy or just don't want to look through these things and they have to be super intuitive to be useful. When you click on them, it asks if you want to stock, to take a break, or to fill spots. Okay, so it sounds like it is intuitive enough. Okay, to be fair, the absolute majority of people did like this game. So these people who think the AI is not so great, they're the minority, the absolute minority. So I suppose this is fine. Okay, next review. I want to enjoy this game, however, there is at least one massive game-breaking bug. The shoppers get stuck when trying to grab product from the shelves, in addition to the stocker trying to stock the shelves. The shoppers grab additional product, reducing the item from the shelf, and then get glitched. Okay, this is another comment about the AI. Oh my, this is a huge comment. TLDR, I would only recommend this game in its current state if it's at least 50% off. Oh my. After writing this review, I stumbled upon a new supermarket themed game that is free to play. I wonder which one is it. Demon says when you click on them, it asks. Oh yeah. Yeah, and gave constructive criticism to. Only one or two were unreasonable. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're totally right. Primary issue I have with this game is that once you've expanded a few times, inventory maintenance is a nightmare. Going back and forth between the computer and the shelves. Using boxes to move items around shelves is a terrible system and impossible once you have restockers. I almost didn't buy this game at all because of the AI generated art. Finally, this game has some horrible bugs. Okay, so this is an AI art comment. First and foremost. Then the game loop is hideous and feels like a chore. Next one. It was fun at first, and I got addicted to it for a few days. Oh yeah, this person played a lot. It still had some bugs and lags sometimes, but it was still fun, and so I didn't care too much because I thought they would fix it by the next update. But it's been 3 months and still no update. I haven't touched this game for a while because the bugs were bothering me so much. I don't recommend buying this game for now, at least until they do some updates. Okay, this person played more 50 hours after they wrote this review. My guess is they just waited for a release that fixed the bugs. But there are no complaints here about the game design, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Was fun once, now it crashes every 10 minutes. Oh my. And they played 40 hours? Yeah. I would enjoy this game, but I can't even play because of so many bugs. So many comments about bugs though. Was it that buggy? It used to be an excellent cozy game where the gameplay loop was made up of walking around your store, checking inventory yourself and setting prices. Now all of that is done from the computer terminal, and it's nearly impossible to ignore because the list your inventory on the ordering page, it's a glorified idle game now. Oh, this is a person who liked walking around and making the same task over and over again, and they don't like the computer update. That's... well, this person is... this person is the minority. This person really liked going around, walking around and doing the same thing over and over again. And this person didn't like the quality of life aspect that many others did. As you can see, you can never satisfy everyone. Some people will like and some people will not like the exact same thing that you're adding to the game. I would say this person thinks that the automation is too much. I think I do have a category for it already. I don't remember. Like from TCG. DCG had a comment like that, where there was everything is too automated. There you go, found it. Demon says, yeah, the comment was August 2nd and the bug update was August 20. This person is the opposite of the last 30 people. Exactly. Exactly. Alright. Looks like we're out of time. Simulator part. Yeah. Okay, so to sum it up, let's see what people cared about most for the supermarket simulator. So one thing that was really outstanding is people think that the NPCs are not sophisticated enough, which makes them do silly things, unpredictable things, and just really makes the experience really bad. Unlike TCG, by the way, where not so many people cared about the NPCs. Seems like the NPCs for TCG are better. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree that the NPCs are better in TCG rather than in the supermarket game? I mean, it's not just about the workers, but also about the customers themselves. So that was the number one complaint. Then the next one was the AR used for promotional material, which is kind of encouraging. Like, not kind of, it's really encouraging to see that people care about this, about paying real artists and stuff. And then we have those complaints about the game feeling like a grind and like a chore. This was the third point. So, very different from TCG, even though, as far as I remember, this is the same developer, right? Demon says TCG is a better game, to be honest. Was also made after Supermarket. So, yeah, okay, it means that for TCG, they made all of the fixes and learnings before making it. Like, they took the Supermarket experience and then they learned from it and then created TCG. That's how it seems. That's how it seems. Alright, guys. Thank you. Thank you a lot for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Well, are you streaming right now? Yes, you are. Let's read you. Let's read Quill. Yeah. Ooh, clown. Looks like you're drawing something really interesting. That's cool. Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Tomorrow we will stream Hades. Thank you so much for joining. And have a lovely rest of your time zone.